Hey y'all, thanks for stopping by for another random rant with me and more. And today I am randomly ranting in regards to the Baddies franchise, their latest season, Baddies Africa, episode 1, Zeus Network, and of course Summer Bummer, Natalie Nunn, and the rest of the crew there. Definitely just wanted to chime in. This isn't my first time commenting on the Baddies franchise. It's been a little while, but I was just disturbed seeing the first episode where Bummer thought it was cute to just be, blatantly disrespectful to a very sad part of our African American history here in the United States, with the Emmett Till comment in regards to Ivory's face after they had, fought. It was just very disturbing, really, because it was like very out of context, and especially as her being first and foremost a black woman and a mother, a boy mom, at that, just to show no sensitivity to that, to know that just wasn't appropriate at all. It just shows on top of her already showing her lack of class or any type of real intelligence, or just any standards of life. She's already shown on the show that she's just there, pretty much happy to be getting a check. And it's really just sad to see that that's promoted, to say, hey, all you got to do is come up here and act a fool and do whatever you got to do for views, and just tear down the image, can add on to the tearing down of the image of black women and things of that nature. And just the depiction of the generation. I think the young lady's like 28, 29 years old, so she's not like a little, teenager, but she definitely, a little bit younger, under 30, but approaching 30, and with children and things like that. You would just hope that she would be more mature and just, doing your big one for the TV, but at some point, where do you draw the line? Where do you show any type of limits or any type of sense on that note? Because it's just like, come on now, you deserve everybody's coming for you with that one. You kind of bit that one off. All publicity. I mean, they say like all publicity is good publicity, but then like, do you have any self-respect for yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like, you getting a lot of publicity on a lot of different, levels for, what she does bring to the drama. But at the same, sense, do you stand for anything? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Like when I heard it, I really had to hear it again because it kind of bleeped past, and my girlfriend caught it. And then I had to go back and listen to it. I'm like, wait, what? You know what I'm saying? It just was really inappropriate. And it's just saddening that it's promoted, because it's like, okay, Zeus, y'all knew that was on there. So okay, oh yeah, we sorry. What are y'all sorry for? Like, how long before did y'all shoot that y'all actually showed it? I mean, I know y'all turnaround time isn't that long, clearly, but it was long enough for y'all to know it wasn't like, oh yeah, we didn't know that was on the tape. Like, y'all review everything, y'all edited it, y'all put it together. So definitely, don't just act like that should have went actually checked already before it even hit the air if you decided to share it. I mean, you guys are just as low life for sharing it or showing it like it was okay, or good TV. It was terrible TV. Like, come on now, let's really think about it. Like, that's the whole Emmett Till story was just like so sad in itself. And unfortunately, a lot of young people already aren't properly educated on the history. Some people don't even know who Emmett Till is. So now to have it like brought to the attention of the younger audience who may not necessarily be knowing the history because of the school system and things of that nature, not really sharing all that information as much, or changing history and leaving things out, to be the first time that it's brought up to them to be in this manner on Baddies by this little ignorant little girl just saying anything outside of her face. Like, now it's like, hey, let's turn around and educate you on who Emmett Till is or what happened to him if you don't know. But then it's kind of like the introduction of it was already like not where it was supposed to be at, like not on Zeus on Baddies done that way. So just the whole situation is sad. Zeus definitely reflects, negative, demonic type of energy. They seem to promote that on every level. And I've seen some other shows on their platform where, the other shows aren't as popular, but they may, have a little bit more actual, like interaction outside of just fighting people. Like they actually have a reality show type of vibe where they're, our interactions, and when they do actually fight, you kind of get an idea of why they're fighting, not just a bunch of people hopping over each other to fight every chance they get. I just saw another clip on the blogs where they were saying like they were having like a premiere show where they were asked like not to fight specifically, and even still there's again Summer, you just got to take every chance you can to try to sneak somebody, to try to stand out, but really you standing out in a very negative way. Like go somewhere and sit down, you doing what you're doing, but have some type of limits and self-respect for not just yourself, for your family, for your children, like stand for something that's actually good. Don't, just seem just completely oblivious and just ignorant and just happy to be ignorant. I'm also, as someone as a, Detroiter, born and raised here, I thought she was from Detroit. Then I heard she wasn't from Detroit, that she just lived here. Either way, it's like, don't associate yourself with here. I hope she's not really from here. Like, like, I see, people that are like, oh, I'm from Detroit, or people know they're from Detroit on TV. I be wanting them to be like, okay, people in Detroit got it going on. They're together, they're got some sense. They, making the best out of the circumstances of their life with a positive, image, and even if they do get famous off of maybe something not so positive, like, at least showing, like, that they are human and they are, still a good person on some level or another. Summer just seems to be known for mess, being in other people's business, just so happy, just thirsty, like for any type of fame or any circumstances, just to be bullying. And then just like, okay, so even on the first episode, she came, they got out, her hair was done. I'm like, okay, I could see like some improvement in the right direction from the last season with like her hair and makeup. But then the outfit was still kind of like, yeah, looks like you got it out of a beauty supply. But, you like, oh, they got it wrong with some money. Take that money to, an actual nice store and get you some long clothes. You can show some skin and body parts, but why is your whole, butt cheek showing, and then your booty ain't even all that? Or plump in the right direction, on top of the fact that you were, like, waving your leg around, and then your cheek showed and the bottom of your cheek was burnt. It was like, have you sat on a hot stove before? Or what's going on? Like, why are you, that's not cute. Like on some level or another, like somebody really needs to get this girl in line on some level or another. Do your big one for TV, take advantage of the platform, blah, blah, blah. But please, stop disrespecting yourself. Stop making yourself look just so hard to even stomach. Like, even people want to be like, okay, maybe I could like her, the image or whatever. Like, you making it hard, baby girl. Like, get it together. Like, it's so much more to life. Don't be so thirsty to sell your soul to the devil for whatever. Like, pay attention. Be a good image, not always one, looked at to be some dusty, bummy girl running around with no drawers on, talking about you got a whiff of this and that. Like, come on now, honey. No, it's not a good look at all. Like, I don't know who is not guiding you in the right direction, young lady, but no, you definitely have some opportunities, under the circumstances. Do I, vouch for Zeus as the play to do it? No, but definitely, if, get in where you fit in, but at the same time, like, you can still have some type of respect for yourself and, reflect some type of good image somewhere, other than just being a hot mess, because that's just pretty much what it is. But definitely, just another random rant from Mia Moore. Definitely wanted to chime in. I'm definitely, like, saddened and just disappointed, that she didn't even have enough sense to know that was wrong. So I wanted to chime in on all of the backlash that's already going on out there. We don't support it. Tighten up. No, you can do better, young lady. God bless y'all. Peace and love. Thanks for stopping by for another random rant with Mia Moore. And I'll see y'all on another one.